presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it between the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us, and this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one, yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries, right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win in just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree is those Giants shot the Patriots in imperfection. And that lesser-known Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness, but I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, and things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
May now on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's a cherry on top.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Baringer to do the honors. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness, but I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down from the 42. To the air with Penix. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Bijan
That's
Robinson.
16 on the
A gain
pickup.
of 16
And that is
yards.
good enough for an Atlanta
And the
first down.
Falcon first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On first down, here's Penix. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
It's now
Gosh, you could just
second and
almost
10.
feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. On second down, Robinson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Third and long for him here. That one's caught by Mooney. And he's taken down at the 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
On first down, here's Penix. Called in left side. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up third down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
Penix on the sneak. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, sending an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. From the shotgun, Penix. He's stepping up and he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, this is Baker. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. Inside the 45. And finally they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. They get an even 40 out of that one. And that's a New England first down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Let's see. First it was a pass. Now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. May now from the gun. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
May trying again here on 2nd. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Well, nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
The Falcons taking the field for their second drive. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's escorted out of bounds, but not before driving them up near the 25. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Staying with Robinson. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Another carry for Robinson. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
You know, that's a case, Kate, defensively, where you just got to keep your eyes on the backfield and be ready if they go with that drop play. Even an extra second to react, well, gives them room to operate.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Robinson on the inside give. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going to the ground again on first. Into the second level past the 30. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons parlay the interception into points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Coup on now for the extra point.
For the point after.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Patriots, nothing.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, this is Baker. This makes it up to the 25. The Patriots offense all set to go. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Complete to number 81, Austin Hooper. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
They'll air it out on 3rd. That one complete to Diggs. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Trying the left side with Stevenson. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. David Onyemata there for the stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's made of the air. Setting up the screen here for Gibson. Down the sideline to the 45. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That goes for 32 yards. And that's a New England 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
The give inside to Stevenson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Design bootleg here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Throwing Penix. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Penix here from the gun. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And he gets it away from his end zone. He finds space, middle of the field. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. First and 10 from the 32. Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
May looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jessie Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
First down now, ball at the 33. Penix. Dumps it off to Robinson. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. A pickup of 17. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
We've set it down from 37. Penix on first down. Short pass brought in. And they take him down right along the 30.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
30-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Motioning him from the slot right. Penix throwing, 3rd and 2. Looking underneath for Algier. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the 6. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Our score, 14-0. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. We'll have a little, not a lot. Ball to about the 25. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Penix. Right, it's picked. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So now on 4th down, the Falcons electing to send Younghoe Koo after the field goal. Ball in the left hash for this 41-yarder. Koo able to put it through. And that will add to their score.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, this is Baker. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And the last two drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
May now on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This is Stevenson heading right. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
From the gun, it's May. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets it done. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured. So we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Bryce Baringer on now to punt. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix steps up and he's running with it. And his slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They're going play fake with Penix. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Penix working from the gun. He's making a bid for it. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that 1st down.
A gain of 7, and a Falcon 1st down.
You know, before the snap, you know right before the snap you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. To the air with Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Penix looking to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. So that brings up 4th and long. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
The Patriots running their offense out there. And in a 3-score game, Brock, they have to find a way to reestablish some control here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's a New England 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
1st down, May. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Sent back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on 2nd. May now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Now May on 3rd and long. Setting up the screen here for Gibson. Escapes a defender. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Another punt coming up. Bryce Baringer to do the honors again. And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I'd call it about the 12-yard line.
their own
The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard, but like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
And we're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative, or just keep stepping on that gas?
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. It's a solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Now we're on with Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
To the 49-yard line. A gain of 15. 1st down, Atlanta.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here's Algier on 1st down. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Penix now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Throwing, Penix. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are smaller. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Bradley Pinion on now to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this one, he's out of bounds, no return on the kick. The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
On 1st down, they'll start with Gibson. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now a give to Stevenson, coming right. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Football's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down. Stevenson with another carry. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Here's made in the air. Moore, left side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. May. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Patriots have their punting unit out. Back deep for the Falcons, Jamal Agnew. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
This defense needed that, Kate. Just something good to happen. Creating a negative play. You never know when this thing could turn in the NFL. And that sack is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. They kick the running back in motion. Slot man's in motion right. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Here's Penix to throw. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Penix. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Even on 3rd and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force the throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he gets it away from his end zone. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. The Patriots back on offense late in the first half. They still have access to a pair of timeouts, a little time left as well, so points very much in play here. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
1st down from the 42. Throwing is May. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Hauled in by Moore. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break.
Right here, one time. Go defense. Pick up the ball, man. Pick it off.
Now it's Andres Borregales to try the Patriots field goal. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. Borregales connects. And the gap closes to 14 points.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, because this one goes for a touchback.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this 1st half. So that is 2 quarters in the books here at Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Now over to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our 3rd quarter gets underway. Well, we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Jukes away from one. By a man, he's in the clear. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's a Falcon.
The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to be out of bounds after, looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Getting out to his left, and just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's the line, he's going to run for it. He gets a made on a good play there and also makes this decision time 4th and short.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
They'll send out the punting unit. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The New England offense running out now. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. To throw, here's May. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Man in motion here. May now to throw on 3rd. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Punting unit out now. Bryce Baringer, the one to send it away. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Falcons ready for their next possession. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. First call here coming from the shotgun. Robinson on the inside give. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
On second down, Robinson makes a tackle. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. But it looked like the Falcons swooped in and got to that football. Yes, they recovered. They're keeping possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Design quarterback run here. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Falcons.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
First and 10, and around to Robinson. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Now Penix off the play action. Man downfield, and he finds London. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Running left is Robinson, and he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 23-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. A toss snap to Robinson. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
You know, we love to talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. Catch made over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Gain of 14. And the Falcon first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff for Algier. And we might be close to this lead growing again. And that play gives him a 1st and goal.
Kid, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Robinson crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a 3-possession game. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
Falcons 24, Patriots 3.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Antonio Gibson now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Patriots offense all set to go. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Here's May. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
You know, quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws, they'll find a drop at some point, too.
May trying again here on 2nd. Running a screen for Stevenson. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
From the gun on 3rd down, May. That one complete to Diggs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, a gift to Stevenson. Shoves him off. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Setting up the screen. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that's a New England 1st down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Zone read here, and they'll give to Stevenson. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. May now. This one's caught. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Patriots 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Stevenson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Options are open here, and this is 2nd and inches. to Stevenson. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots shrinking the lead some in the third. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots get it back to a 14-point game.
Falcons 24, Patriots 10.
Now Borregales on to send it away. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Putting the tight end in motion. Robinson again here on 2nd. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Patriots into the dime, 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Making the call himself. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corralling behind the line there. You evade them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
Their punter making his way out now. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. They got the job done their last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's May. It's complete to Hooper. And he drives it up to the 24. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down.
1-yard gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's May. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
They'll bring out the punter here. Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Falcons, running back Bijan Robinson, getting set to begin another drive.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run the draw with Robinson. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing a 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. They send Diggs in motion right. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's Patriots football, and if they want a record 7th title, they need to get things back to level. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. May now from the gun. And it's Bourne with a catch outright. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a New England 1st down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Running back sent in motion. 1st down, May. He's at the count once again by Diggs. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. The give inside to Stevenson. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and the Patriots will have a first down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers, just the element they needed to spring that run.
To the air on first down, May. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Stephon Diggs. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Putting a receiver in motion. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. He's going to run for it. And he's going to have the first down as he slides to a halt.
A gain of 10 yards.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. Finds him over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Running for it was Stevenson. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Stevenson with another carry. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Gibson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Patriots now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Patriots 17.
points are huge. Talk about a chip shot.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Agnew on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Staying with Robinson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Avoid some trouble there. Rolling left, buying some time. And this one doesn't go far.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Finds his man, it's Mario Douglas. And they're gonna haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Trying the left side with Stevenson. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They go again with Stevenson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. Tight end in motion right. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Result of the play.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Another carry for Robinson. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Penix here from the gun. Gets this one to London. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Falcon 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Here's a handoff for Algier. Oh, he lost the football. And it looks like it is Patriots football. And here I was just moments ago, Brock, thinking this dude is going to be impossible to stop. Bowling through defenders, which makes them forcing that fumble all the more impressive.
Yeah, you never want to tell your guys to stop fighting through tackles because he is, to your point, Kate, so good at it. But the longer he fights and stays up, the longer those defenders have a chance to fly in and rip that ball free.
The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
The previous play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. They stuck with him and got the same result. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. You draw it up for him. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Algier. They'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Falcons feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. They go again with Algier. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score.
He was taken down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
5 men in the secondary now for the Pats. 3rd down. Algier with another carry. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Setting up to pass. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Young Hui-Koo out for the field goal. Pressure hanging over this kick. This a 54-yarder. Oh, this is going to be close, and it's no good. He hooked it too far left. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
Hey, whether it's a good hold or not, the process is the same for that kicker. He's going to catch some unfair blame on this one, Kate, because it was the snap that just set everything off. Not accurate enough, and that left the holder scrambling to try to get his job done, and none of them, unfortunately, could.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Sideline and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Wake up! Garbage! Are you kidding me?
Back to throw. and he's able to cross midfield before going out.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
3rd and just 2 to go. To throw. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a...
And the pain of those previous losses finally in the rear view, Brock. Congratulations, Falcons. Atlanta is our Super Bowl champion. You think of all the seasons this franchise has gone through, Brock, the great teams they had that came up just a little bit short, the rebuilds that ushered in new, hopeful eras, all of those have led to this moment when they were finally able to claim their first Super Bowl title.
And you know what's so amazing about this